Team of U.S. Marines are in Haiti this morning protecting the U.S. Embassy in Port-au-Prince following a week of relentless violence.
Haitian Prime Minister Ariel Henry resigned earlier this week, making way for a transition government. But for now, the threat of violence continues to create uncertainty for the residents of Haiti and their loved ones right here in New York City. So joining us this morning to provide more insight on the conditions on the ground in Haiti is community activist and Haitian radio host Dahoud Andre. So good morning, Dahoud. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us.
Thank you for the invite.
So it appears that the violence has kind of quieted down there since the Prime Minister resigned. Have you spoken with anybody on the ground there to talk about, or to tell you about how the conditions are?
Yes, I do have family in Haiti, and we speak about every day, and I'm on the radio every day, so I communicate with people in Haiti every day. Violence has not really what is called the violence, but orchestrated violence that's been in the popular neighborhoods for years. Now it's coming out of the popular neighborhoods, but it's not quieted down really. It continues, but it's important that the viewers know that the person you're calling the Prime Minister, he was put in power by the United States government, what's called the core group in Haiti, after people who claimed to be DEA agents assassinated the president who was there prior, Jovenel Moïse, who himself was a puppet of the United States.
So when you talk to the folks on the ground, what are they telling you about the conditions right now in Port-au-Prince?
Well, it's difficult to move around. We call the gangs paramilitary groups because they are associated with the government, with the what's called the oligarchy of the country, political parties who arm them to quiet things in the popular neighborhoods where the people tend to rise up against the conditions they're living in.
Now, you were saying something about the Prime Minister, who we call the Prime Minister Ariel Henry. Why is it that people didn't like him?
Well, he was imposed on Haitians by the United States, as I said. And so no one wants leadership imposed on them. Right now, people in the U.S. have an election process, and it would be pretty strange that another country would come, maybe China, and impose someone out of nowhere. And people here would not be comfortable with that.
And just yesterday, the United States confirmed a new ambassador to Haiti, Dennis Hankins. Do you think that that is a good step and that the U.S. should be putting some new resources like Dennis on the ground to help the situation?
What the Haitian people would like is for the U.S. to leave Haiti alone. And the idea that 80% or 90% or whatever percentage of the country or the capital city is being run by gangs, it's ridiculous. The idea—
That's not true.
No, it's not true. I mean, how do you measure this? Yesterday, someone was killed in the subway system here,
But there is a gang leader,
so
right?
what is the percentage of violence in New York City?
Yeah, but
who measures, and how do they measure? This person that you're looking for his name, the thing is, he's being put up front as the most powerful, gang leader in Haiti, but it's a joke. He's a criminal that is associated with U.S. forces as well, who are trying to get him a seat at negotiating table for power after Ariel Henry. And the neighborhood that he's in is called Bel Air. He cannot take control of that entire neighborhood. For more than 5 years, he's been fighting with other gangs in Cité Soleil. He cannot take control of that entire neighborhood. And yet, the entire press, mainstream press, is telling us that, this big, bad bogeyman, should get a seat negotiating.
But people who are here, who have family and loved ones back in Haiti, what would you tell them on how they can help?
Well, people who are here are listening to news, what's going on in Haiti every day. They're on WhatsApp sharing information about what's going on every day. We are very much upset by the narrative that is being put out to us as if we are not living what we are seeing what we are living. And as I said, the CARICOM had a meeting, and this is financed by the United States. They've put political leaders together, and to sit at the table, you must agree to a U.S. plan to bring Kenya military to Haiti. The people of Haiti don't want another U.S. occupation, so what the U.S. has done is to get black people who look like us. So we say what they did 100 years ago when they occupied our country, what they did in 1994, what they did since 2004, Haiti has been under occupation. So the growth of what's called the gangs, it happened under the MINUSTAH, which is a UN peace mission. It happened under MINIJUS, it happened under BINU. And the federation of gangs with this man, Barbecue you're talking about, this was recommended by a U.S. diplomat named Deled Lalim, who was running the BINU.
All right, we got to leave it there because we're out of time. I know you got a lot to talk about, but I appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you.
On an issue that so many New Yorkers care about for their folks.
Thank you.
Haiti.